They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Second and 5. Now a second down throw for Winston. And this will be incomplete. And a look at the defense now. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Jameis to throw it. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. Fielded at the 33. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. Going to give this time to the tailback. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Flushed out right. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And a quick look at the Buccaneer defensive starters.
Quan Alexander's one of the exciting linebackers in the league. His forte, speed.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
They bring their punter out there now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. To throw is Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. See if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Noah Spence in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Let's go! Green, 39!
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Over the middle, it's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Five wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Throwing now is Wentz. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Noah Spence. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And it's fielded at the 34. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now out comes Houston. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 3rd down now following the completed pass. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They come up in an offset eye. Wynn's going to try and throw on 3rd. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Following the interception, Winston. And he's got his man on the out route. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the 2nd quarter. They've got a 2nd down and 5 here to start things out. Off the play fake, Winston. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. So 3rd and medium here, 3rd and 5. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
And no one ever turns down 3 points going up on the board, but the offense will go to the sidelines wondering what if While the defense on the other side, they'll celebrate holding them to just a field goal after giving up such bad field position.
Roberto Aguayo following the made field goal, set now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Houston. 55 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Into the red zone. Wentz. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And his kick here is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
He's got his man on the crossing route. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it's good enough for a Tampa Bay first. In the zone, they ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Now Jameis on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to Man coverage, everyone matches up and send more pressure, but you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, they might want to tear up their scouting reports a little bit here because they just broke tendency. 3rd down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it, and they ran it really well and picked up a 1st down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. First down, Winston. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Winston, he's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the deep.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
All right, partner, let's go back over the last couple of plays. Sack, loss of yards on a running play. Not exactly the sequence that an offensive coordinator gets comfortable with when calling plays.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Aguayo's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd down and just 1. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
One receiver left, two to the right. On 1st and 10, Winston. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 3rd down, Winston. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Here we go.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, now look at 56. Over. Out. Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
A final shot before half for Wentz. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second, expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they'll run it here. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here we go now. Mike 35, Mike 35.
offense on third down. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. First and 10. Here's Wentz. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Shift together here from the D-line. The play clock's running down. Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Hey, now let's go. 3-19.
Four down.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Leopard.
Tag on.
Detroit.
Slam.
Now here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
Now Wentz. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Wentz now to throw. And his pass incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down.
Here we go now.
35. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. Wentz to throw for it on fourth. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So out come the Bucs now. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up second and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Going right side here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Winston on 3rd and 2. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They come up in an offset eye. And now a carry here for their fullback. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Now that whole run just felt old school, didn't it? That was a throwback. Punishing runner, getting the football, picks up good yardage, and knocks a bunch of people aside.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now a second down throw for Winston. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. A first down throw for Winston. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a second down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. And, oh, what a catch at the 2. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Their big tight end, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And a great spot to start this drive from here. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And there's the pickup you want on 1st down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys in the cornerback position.
Now Winston. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. So the offense has it, 6-yard line, 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Roberto Aguayo out now for the Buccaneer field goal try. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Roberto Aguayo following the made field goal, set now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. Then they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. interception. Winston. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
And they just hit another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out. So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Now Jameis on second down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Roberto Aguayo out now for the Buccaneer field goal try. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
Roberto Aguayo following the made field goal, set now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Wins to throw on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run it now out of the gun. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. On third and long, it's Wentz. And he finds a man on the crossing route. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still...
A lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for him. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They have the big cushion. Here in the final stages of this one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be, because for a team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they first started talking about this game, leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say.
And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
They go back to the air here, and a loose football. It's going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt. It won't cost the team because of where they are on the scoreboard, but it will cost the player who gave up the football.
Wentz going to look to throw, and they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for it.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag down, so hold the celebration. This one's coming back.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there. When you hear screen, screen, screen on defense, that's a little bit scary because you know a big play might result.
He was so ready to get to part two of the screen, he forgot part one, couldn't get the ball. 10 yards still left on second down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Winston here to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Jameis now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There's no shyness there pushing the ball downfield, but I like the coverage on the play. In good position. And when you have a 50-50 ball, who's going to come down with it? I like the way they made the play. Came across and knocked it away.
Throwing again. Winston on second and 10. And he is going to be wrapped up and slung to the turf. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Tampa Bay, it's a 4th win on the year as they move to 4-9. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.